Hi, this is Paul Vizard, and it's Business Networks Television on 30A TV. Thanks for watching today. And the show, if you haven't seen it before, is actually all about networking people and businesses together. And today's guest is Leslie Bashir. And Leslie's got this wonderful organization going on called Beach Bucks. And it covers quite a bit of the area here. So, Leslie, thanks for coming on the show today. And tell us what Beach Bucks is all about.
Well, thank you so much, Paul, for having me on your show. Beach Bugs has actually been around. I started Beach Bugs in 2011, and what it's all about is finding things to do and places to stay when you're down on the Gulf Coast. So there are activities, there are places to eat, and information, and all kinds of finds on the site.
So Leslie, that sounds like a really cool idea, and sounds like you've been going a long time as well, 2011. So the best way for people to reach out and check out what's going on is to go to beachbucks.com, correct?
Correct. Yes. And the site is mobile friendly, so it's great on the phone. There are coupons on there that can be just put up, and many of them can just be shown, so you don't have to print them out. Just go into the business and use a coupon. There are also links to a lot of fun things to do in the area, everywhere from Panama City all the way to Pensacola.
So it sounds like there's a lot of things to do all along the area at the website. So what would be your favorite thing that you think you've got here, or do you have a series of favorites that are on the site?
Probably the favorite. It's hard to say because I love to have fun, but I really enjoyed the dolphin and snorkel tour.
Oh yeah.
That and there's a blog post about it. There's a coupon about it. It was really nice. So that's a favorite, and I think it's hard to say because like all the activities are great.
So it looks as though you're concentrating on some of the smaller businesses and some of the sort of more niche things to do rather than just some of the big things that obviously know about, like the beach itself, things like that. Tell us about it.
Right. So when I first started, it was kind of a little bit of both, wanting to help the visitors who are coming find things to do, and then also the businesses that have less of a marketing budget. So the cost to be a part of Beachbox is really nominal. So it really does make it easy for the small business to get their name out there and get a little bit of exposure.
Absolutely. I think it's a great idea. And obviously, if there's some savings involved, so maybe a business might have some kind of, discount or something like that, or some kind of special going on. They're able to list that as well, correct?
Correct. There are coupons on the pages, mostly for Panama City Beach. But then the offers that we link to are a lot of those are savings over just going, just walking in. So that that's why it's really still a savings website.
Gotcha. So obviously, you're inviting businesses to come on there and list their items, or is it user based, or do you have to list them for them?
I do it for them.
Okay,
I,
cool.
um, I have toyed with the idea of building something, but I think that small business owners are busy and really want to rely on someone to take care of this for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that would be a lot easier just to send an email with an image and a description, and let's go from there. So that's really great.
You got it.
So, so I hear that you also do some other things, which is delightful tours. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So part of my passion is food and travel and fun. So that's where Beach Bucks came from. But I also love to travel outside of the US. And so this year I started Delightful Tours, which is delightful dot tours online. And we have Lisbon and Portugal coming up next year in September, into October. It's a 9 day, or you can do just Lisbon with a 1 day trip. You can do just Porto with a day trip to the Douro Valley, or you can do the whole thing and make a 9 day trip out of it. And it's very food centric. So there are cooking classes and, well, I should say food and wine several winery tours and tastings. We visit a small olive grove that is family run and organic and amazing. And we do a tasting there that I can't even explain it. You just have to do it.
That sounds like a foodie's dream come true. And, anytime you can showcase delicious food and a trip to a foreign country sounds really cool.
Right, right. And I did it this year as a little bit of a test and found out just how much food is involved. And so there's one activity a day just because we get that much food on some of these activities. The cooking class is a 5-course meal. The tasting walking tours are quite extensive. So yeah, no one goes away hungry.
So did you discover this by going on a trip yourself, or did you just thought up this idea and said, well, let's introduce it to some more people?
So I've never personally taken a tour. I mean, I do a day tour, but I've never taken one of those 7-day tours, 5-day tours. I really like putting it all together myself. So I think that this is created for someone who does like to have some free time in their day, but also loves for someone else to do most of the planning.
So it sounds to me like you're probably going to Portugal as well, right?
Oh, I'm going.
Well, it sounds fantastic, and I love the idea of the beach bucks, and I love the idea of the tours. I mean, it's just that is really cool. Have you ever do you have any other countries planned after Portugal?
I have a lot of demand for Italy because that's a huge food country, and I didn't start there simply because I fell in love with Portugal, and I felt that a lot of companies are already doing Italy, but I don't think there'll ever be too many tours to Italy to focus on food. So a lot of people are asking for it. So that will be coming probably in the next year. And then I'm very interested in South America, but have never been. So I'll be putting that together at some point too. Some different countries down there.
What time of year is the Portugal trip?
It's in late September.
Okay, so plenty of time to plan for it and to check out Leslie and check out the tours at delightful.tours. Did I get that right?
Yeah, it's very simple, easy. It's almost too easy. And there's a payment plan. If the first payment is made now, the next one's not due till January, which used to be a pretty good big deal. But now that we're almost at the end of the year, it's less of a gap. And then it's basically 5 payments, and then we're done. And then we go in September. And that gives us enough time to know that we have a group, because I'm only doing it with a set number of people. And then people can start looking for their airfare.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's the tricky part, is getting the airfare down too. I'm sure it'll be based on September's a good time to go, I would think, based on the kids maybe being back at school. So that might lower some of the prices from the summer increases and summer spikes. So kudos on that.
Yeah. That's how I plan it. I know that's hard for those who are parents of children in school or educators, but for the rest of us, that's a great time to go.
For sure. And I would suspect the weather's pretty good in September in Portugal.
It's great. We're past the hot season. We're right before the rainy season.
Yeah, that sounds great. So Leslie, is there anything else you'd like to tell us about Beach Bucks? I know that you want, obviously, the visitors when they come to this area to check it out and check out the things to do and some of the offers that are on there. Wouldn't you think?
That you've summed it up. Beach Bucks is pretty simple. It's a website. We have a pretty engaged Facebook page that so if they want to join the Facebook page and follow there. But yeah, just check it out.
Sounds great. Leslie, thanks for talking to us today. Business Network Television on 38 TV. I'm Paul Vizard. Make sure you check out Leslie at beachbucks.com. Oh, it's on this side. I always get that mixed up. And we'll see you next time on Business Network Television. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Paul.